Hello, 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 influencers. Hello. Listen, I just wanted to come on real quick, and I know I did not post anything today that said I would be live right now. However, this message has set on me this morning, and I just wanted to come on and share with you all really quick. Today, I always say it's either Faithful Friday, and for the last 2 weeks, the Lord has been dealing with me with Free Friday. And I don't know about you, but there is a level of freedom and faithfulness that I want to walk in, not just on Friday, but every day of the week. I see we have some people tuning in. If you would, say hello. I'm on my lunch break really quick, but I did want to share this message with you all today. Also, share this live out. Let someone know, like, I'm going to be free, not just on Friday, but every day. I want to be faithful, not just on Friday, but every single day. So I had created an image that I was going to post that said, forgive them so that you can be free. And a lot of times when we speak about sabotage, we'll say, oh, child, they're coming for me. I didn't send for them, but they're coming for me. Or they're trying to sabotage my next move or what I am desiring to do. And we can see the plot of the enemy and know that God is trying to elevate us by showing us the very plot of the enemy, and we'll fall right into the trap. But one thing that I have realized, and I got to tell you this, like I say, Shay speak sounds so cliche-ish, but I don't speak what I think or what I know. I speak what I live. And I'll tell you that there was a level of faithfulness that I had to even walk in with as it pertains to forgiveness even this week. I desired to purchase an iPad on Swap and Sale. And I said I wasn't going to get into this, but I'm just going to share my testimony. I said, let me go ahead and I'm going to finally buy into this Apple world. And I was looking for an iPad, and I purchased an iPad on Swap and Sale. And the young lady sold me a stolen iPad. Stolen from, not just stolen, but stolen from a company. A company. So when I tell you the old me, child, let me tell you how faithful God is, how faithful he is. The old me would have made an appearance, but I thank God for changing my mind, my perspective, and just allowing me to forgive her. And in the moment, I was just reminded of the scripture. When God was on the cross and it was persecuting him, he cried out, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. A lot of times we play into the sabotage of other people, and then we start self-sabotaging because guess what? We respond negatively to the sabotage. We fall into the trap, or we open our mouth and we say something back knowing that that's not of God. So yeah, they're coming for you and you didn't send for them, but ultimately it's all a part of the test to see if you're really ready for the next level of elevation. And when I tell you that thing is deep and it is hard, I was talking to someone today and I said to them, you can hear what people say, right? You can hear what people say, but only listen to what God said. Let me say that again. Somebody need to type that in the comments. I hear what they say, but I'm listening to what God say. I hear what they say, but I'm listening to what God say. Do you not know you're going to hear things? People going to talk about you, whether it's true or not, they're going to talk. But people, and you got to be surrounded with people that hear what people say, but can decipher through what they hear, what God is saying. So ultimately, I hear what they say, but I'm listening to what God is saying. And let me just share with you all, I haven't been perfect. Neither have you, right? But ultimately, when it comes down to it, one thing that I realized that God changed me. And when God changed me, he didn't change me in a church service in front of the church spitting on the carpet, or he didn't change me by people beating on my back, talking about Jesus, Jesus, Jesus delivered. God changed me in the comfort of my home. He came to me and made his appearance to me while I was at my intern, and he spoke to my spirit in a way that I knew it could not be nobody else but him. And that's what changed my life. He revealed some things to me, pertaining to me, that my friends say, girl, that attitude of yours, you something. And I wouldn't hear it from them. But when God allowed me to come out of me and see me yelling at my kids, cursing at them, and said to me, how can you expect them to follow me when you're not setting the right example of who I am in your life? Whoa. I started to look at people different. I started to allow me to hear what God was saying to me versus what somebody wanted to come and tell me about somebody else. Because ultimately, you don't know, that person could have had an encounter with God overnight. We putting people in heaven and we putting people in hell, but we don't even know their relationship with God. We're too busy hearing what other people got to say about them, what other people think about them, when ultimately we're not listening to God. So I say that to say, y'all, listen, if you don't hear nothing else I say on this broadcast, we need to get to a place where we're not free one day of the week, 1 week of a month, 1 month of a year, but we want to be free 365 every single day. And in order to do that, we must be faithful in forgiving others, because we serve a forgiving God, a God that forgave us for things that, listen, we did. We didn't get caught. Things that we said about people when we had our mouth on people and we didn't know their relationship. So the same way God hung on the cross when they was persecuting him, saying, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. That's what I say now. They don't know who I am now, because they have yet to find themselves. So I say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Sincerely saying, Father, forgive them. Not maliciously saying it or saying it to be petty, but saying it from a place of peace. Like, I understand, because I once was there. I once did not know who I was. I once wasn't able to identify the greatness that rests on my life. I once looked at other people like, who they think they are. But at the same time, I also was doing those things because I did not recognize who God had called me to be. I didn't recognize who I was and the uniqueness about me in which God had placed down on the inside of me. So I was doing those things out of I was responding my reaction and not a true response. I was responding according to what I heard and not to what I was really being intentional about, listening to what God was saying about people, about different things. So we just got to be careful. You can hear what they say, but you better listen to God, and you better take heed when God is speaking. And stop looking at the person that God is trying to descend a message through to get to you, even if it's something small as trust the process. Even if it's something small as you may not understand it now, but keep persevering. Stop looking at the person. Don't hear what they say, but listen to what God is saying through them. So listen, guys, y'all share this slide out. I just wanted to come on real quick, and I got to get ready to go back to work on for my lunch break. But I just want y'all to know, like, seriously, I'm trying to be faithful, and I want to be free, not just one day of a week, not just one day or 1 week of a month, not just 1 month of a year, but I want to be free every day. So sometimes you just got to excuse people and really be genuine about excusing them and praying for them. So, just closing this live out, I ask that you all continue to pray for this world. Pray for your communities. God is literally doing things, allowing things to happen to get our attention, to bring us together in places, even when it's not a great occasion, even when it's not something that we're expecting. God is trying to speak to us. But the real question is, are you listening? You're hearing too much, but are you listening to God? Are you listening to him? Will you harden not your heart when you hear what he has to speak to your spirit? Are you listening to God? Walk in a level of forgiveness. Don't self-sabotage by responding to people prematurely or negatively. Hear what they say, but listen to God. If you don't take nothing else from this broadcast, take those things. Listen, guys, if you haven't been tuning in with us throughout this Pregnant with Purpose series, listen, go back, watch some of the replays. I know some of them are longer than others, but when I say I refuse to muffle God in this season, if God is speaking, I'm trying to listen. You understand me? I'm not muffling what God is saying in this season. If it takes longer than 30 minutes that our broadcast is, so be it. If you got to get off and you got to come back on, so be it too. But there's going to be a time, and I'll be honest, even for me, this month, I had to go back and listen to some of the broadcasts from last month. God, you trust me with the test, and you told me that this is an open book test. You've given me 66 books to look at, and while I'm in my waiting season, I understand that I'm still winning in the waiting season. You told me to work the word, so while I'm waiting, work the word so that I can eventually work the win. So today, hear what you hear, but listen to what God is saying so that you can walk in faith. You can be faithful and free, not just one day of the week, not just 1 week of the month, not 1 month of the year, but every single day. I love you all to life. Listen, we are back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Prophet Craig Mitchell is our speaker tomorrow, and he's going to be speaking to the topic, It's Time to Deliver. And I'm excited just to hear what God is saying to him as it relates to this topic. When I tell you that we've been live every Wednesday and Saturday morning, consistent since March, it's just been amazing. And every single topic, God has given me every topic to assign to the special guest speaker. And when I tell you every single topic that these guests have spoken to, God has allowed the topic to speak to them, their spirit, and relate to their testimony. It has just been amazing. So y'all tune in with us tomorrow. I'm heading back to work, but listen again. If you don't hear anything else, share with somebody. I hear what you're saying, but I'm listening to God. I hear what you are saying, but ultimately I'm listening to what God is saying. So don't rush your process. Just because someone else is winning in this season does not mean you can't win while you're waiting, because you can win while you're waiting when you understand that there is an appointed time for you. And there's an appointed season for you to also win in as well. Listen, guys, I love you all to life. Have an amazing Friday. Share this live with someone. I know it was a pop-up one, but share it with someone. You all know we only show up and we only do and have these broadcasts and do these lives to simply inspire the influencer in you. I hope you all have an amazing Friday, and I look forward to you all tuning in with us tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Woman of God, Lisa, Jacqueline, listen, y'all be blessed. Kiana, I know you probably got off by now. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm glad that this message has blessed you. I thank God, because I was just like, I'm not going to go live, but this thing has sat on me all morning. I want you all to be blessed. Sama, be blessed. Brittany, thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for sharing the live out. Thank you for just letting somebody know I hear what you're saying, but I'm listening to what God is saying, because there's a level of there's a faithfulness and a freedom that I want to walk in every single day. Y'all have an amazing Friday. Love you all to life.